Alright, welcome back to another Embrace Destiny video. Today we are showing off some Crucible gameplay where my fire team and I are just crushing it. Had a really good time, and I wanted to show off kind of my progress with my Warlock and also discuss some strategy and tips that I thought were particularly useful in this match and have been really helping me in the Crucible lately. So if you've been following some of my other videos, you'll know that I only recently made a Warlock. I think he's only like level 247 or something like that. Right now I'm concentrating on trying to finish the Crucible subclass quests. So I'm on the last stage of completing the Voidwalker quest, where you have to kill everybody with Nova Bombs. You can see here we're playing Skirmish 3 versus 3. We're all Warlocks, so it's kind of funny. And yeah, I was playing with a friend of mine, Manifold, as well as just a random guy that we got match made with. But I was really happy with how it went. As you'll see here, we worked really well as a team. We couldn't communicate with the third guy. We weren't in game chat. We were just in our own party chat. But yeah, but the third Guardian seemed to realize the benefits of staying and coordinating with us, and it's a really obvious point to make. I'm going to be making some points that are probably pretty obvious to you who play the Crucible, but as I said in my last video, the Crucible is all about refining your skills into a purer product, basically. And a lot of the things that separate a good player from a great player are just small details, small habits, small instincts that get developed over time. And I don't know, maybe it's because I've been playing the Crucible a lot lately. I've been trying to finish all of these Crucible quests and nodes in your Age of Triumph book, but I've been really just killing it in the Crucible lately. I mean, I've always been a fair player, mid kind of third place usually when I play, but lately, if I try at all, I've been just dominating in the Crucible. So it's been, and I think the result of that is, I think the reason for that is a lot of these little tips are coming together. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go on a couple of things. First, teamwork. It's a ridiculously simple concept, but if it's properly executed, it is almost unstoppable. You'll see a lot of times in this video where I'm cornered by a couple of Guardians, and Manifold will come and swoop in and take some of the heat, some of the damage, or he's already engaged in combat, and I move in and finish it off with a grenade or with a with a well-timed auto rifle. I'll post the. I'm using here the Wolfslayer's Claw. It's an auto rifle from the House of Wolves expansion. I really like it. It's no use outside of the Crucible, because the Crucible in most instances will limit the light level. So if I was to use it in like a story mission right now, it would probably do very little damage. I actually went into the Iron Banner the other day, kind of forgetting that I was such low light, and it was only doing 7 shots a hit, and I think maybe 8 or 9 to the head, versus the almost 30 that it does here in the light level restricted matchmaking. But anyway, yeah, teamwork is a ridiculously great concept. I mean, Manifold's moving in, he took the guy out, my grenade maybe helped or at least distracted the enemy. And it's a really great thing when it works out. Sometimes you're just kind of casually playing, you're not really thinking about it, you're just kind of focused on your own goals. You get a little bit of tunnel vision, and you try to go in and take on a Guardian yourself. Here, Manifold had gone in, I guess he got sniped by this guy, or maybe killed by somebody further on. But I was able to move in and finish the job. So besides teamwork, another great thing is positioning. So basically, I've been really trying to... oh, hold on. Yeah, I threw that Nova Bomb because I expected the last teammate to come running in. I've been trying to get multi-kills with the Nova Bomb, but it hasn't been easy. But here, Manifold and I make a nice clean sweep of it. It's a good grenade on that guy's behalf, though. It cut me off, so I wasn't able to get through. But our third teammate, our last teammate had super, so it's kind of hard to avoid that. But yeah, positioning is a great thing. I've been really working hard to try and position myself a little bit better, and I don't know if it's just the glide and the hover that the Warlock offers, or if it's just the range of things like it's melee, but I've been finding it a lot easier to position myself in the right way, get my gun ready right at head level there, and sliding around a corner immediately ready to fire, or hovering above a doorway. So you see here the Guardian, he actually jumped off of the ship, but as soon as he did, I could hear the sound of the Sunsinger's Fireborn revive, so I knew he was coming back, and I knew he was going to litter the area with grenades. So as soon as I heard that, you saw me back up, and I called it out to my team, but they were already outside engaging other combatants. So it's all these little things that kind of add up to make a good experience. And, you know, hovering above doorways so that you appear there, but they're not sure where you are. People do not expect verticality, even to this day. I mean, most of us have played the Crucible quite a lot, and we're all aware that Titans basically can fly with their jetpacks, and you know, hunters can jump like 7 times or something ridiculous. It's an exaggeration, but it feels like it sometimes. But still, everybody's so used to just peering down those corridors that if you come at it slightly different, if you hover over the side, or if you run past it, it throws the enemy off. I mean, if they're ready for you, if they expect you to come sliding past, yeah, you're going to get sniped, and it's tough. But here's some good, excellent teamwork here. My 2 teammates, they really brought that Titan's health down, and I was able to finish it off and kind of retreat, because I didn't expect to finish him off. I expected to hurt him and for him to hit me with a hammer and die. So I already had a backup plan in mind, just moving back. Here I am using a auto rifle like it's a scout rifle, or a heavy machine gun like it's a scout rifle. Yeah, lots of good coordination here. I mean, Manifold and I in particular, we were chatting back and forth, doing call-outs, saying where the enemy was, what their health was, and most of my crew, my usual crew, is on a different continent. I'm in Europe, they're in North America, so it's kind of hard to coordinate and get us together, but made a new friend here, and I've played with other people as well, and yeah, sometimes I communicate maybe a little bit too much, if such a thing could be said, but I'm always trying to give relevant information, as I've said in the past. So yeah, you can see here I know that there's no enemies nearby, so I just run straight through the corridor. It's not exactly a good practice because somebody could be sniping outside of my radar range, but it is something that it is one of the fastest ways to get to the front lines, but it might not be the best if I'm trying to avoid sniping. So this guy does something really clever right here. He crouches, and when you crouch, you temporarily disappear from the radar. You kind of blink off of it. And if he had a shotgun or a really good hand cannon, he could have killed me right there because I popped out thinking he was much farther away. And thankfully, Manifold rushed in and finished him off with his own shotgun. So yeah, I'm still getting used to the Nova Bomb range, although I seem to wrap it up here. Anyway, yeah, I had a really great match. Like I said, you're going to see the final score here. If you're new to the Crucible, I hope some of these tips helped. If you're a PvP god, well, I'm sure you don't need to take my advice. You probably already have it, but yeah, it was just nice to see some positive, fun gameplay in the Crucible, and I look forward to sharing more of that with you. Yeah, I think it's look at this, like almost a 9.0 KD. Anyway, if you happen to like this video, feel free to drop a like or subscribe or comment or anything. I'm always looking for feedback. I'm trying to help my channel grow, mostly just to connect with you and yeah, to just have fun with more people in Destiny. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all out there. Bye now.